Apex Trader Funding says you can trade with their capital and keep up to 90% of the profits. Sounds great, but is Apex Trader Funding legit or just another prop firm cashing in on resets? Let's take a closer look. Now, before I even considered signing up, I did what I always do before getting a funded account with any prop firm, and I went straight to the reviews. And I didn't just look at the glowing 5-star testimonials either. I hunted for the 1-star warnings, the kind that makes you seriously second guess your decisions. I wanted to see the worst case scenarios, because, let's be honest, that is where the real red flags hide, right? And I did find one. So one Apex trader mentioned that the rules were really tough to get used to, and that the payout approval process felt slower than he had hoped. That's the kind of comment that makes you pause, right? Because if you're trusting a platform with your potential income, the last thing you want is a delay in getting paid. But here's what I noticed. This seemed like a rare complaint, not really a common experience at all. And honestly, with any financial platform, occasional processing delays can happen. The key thing that reviewer also mentioned was that when there was an issue, support handled it quickly, and that mattered. So, more importantly, this single negative review was completely drowned out by the overwhelming positive feedback. I saw review after review from traders who called Apex a game changer. One user said that it helped him build the habit of managing funds profitably and finally growing his capital. Another trader was thrilled about passing his Apex funding evaluation and finally being on the path to a payout. People don't stick with a service that doesn't deliver. So is Apex funding legit? Well, the overall rating of 4.5 stars out of 5 tells a much bigger story than a single piece of criticism. So, after seeing those reviews and more, I had to actually see for myself what Apex Trading Platform actually offers. Because, let's be real, plenty of prop firms talk a big game, but what do you really get? So, let's start with the absolute core of any prop firm, the path to getting funded. This is where Apex immediately stands out. Unlike some competitors who make you jump through hoops just to start an evaluation, Apex's philosophy is simple. Just start. There's no requirement for a history of profitable weeks. Their evaluation is your training ground. This is a huge advantage over firms that feel like you have to already be a pro just to qualify for the test. Now, the evaluation itself is where you prove your consistency, but the real magic is what happens when you pass. You don't just get a simulated account with a fancy label. Your trades are mirrored in a live account via API while your long-term consistency is confirmed. And this is a critical, often overlooked detail. You're essentially in a real-world probation period, trading in live market conditions before you get the official nod. And when you do transition to a live account, you're engaging with the real market. This process is so streamlined and transparent, it feels like it's a world away from the opaque, mysterious systems used by some other firms. But let's be real, we're all here to get paid. The payout structure at Apex is frankly one of the most trader-friendly I've seen too. So the requirements are crystal clear. 8 trading days with a profit of at least $50 on 5 of those days. Once you hit that, you can request a payout. And here's the best part. If your request gets denied, you don't lose those profits. You just keep trading until you meet the criteria again. This removes a massive psychological burden that other platforms impose. Compare that to competitors like Topstep, for example, where the rules can feel much more rigid and the path to your first payout isn't always as forgiving. The profit split here is also even better. You keep 100% of the first $25,000 you profit. Let that sink in. 100%, and after that threshold, it moves to a 90-10 split in your favor. This is a massive edge over competitors like Top 1 Futures, who often have a lower starting split right out of the gate. Apex rewards you handsomely for your early success, which is exactly how it should be. And how do you get your money? The process is pretty smooth. For US traders, it's direct deposit via ACH. For international traders, they use a secure gateway called Plane that connects to your local banks. It's a modern, global solution that many older firms simply don't offer. But the feature that truly sets Apex apart for serious traders is the scalability. This isn't just a number, it's a massive multiplier on your earning potential. The ability to run multiple strategies or amplify a winning one across several accounts is a power that most other firms, including Topstep, severely limit. And if you have a bad run and blow an account, no sweat. You can reset as many times as you need with no penalty. The flexibility here is invaluable for determining consistency without the fear of a costly permanent mistake. And the dashboard itself happens to become my best friend. It's a trader's command center. Every night, it updates with a clean, cumulative P&L chart, your drawdown levels, your progress bar, and a full status update. So you always know exactly where you stand. No guessing, no digging through confusing menus, just all there. And after using it, the analytics on other platforms kind of feels outdated and clunky. The Apex Trader Funding isn't just selling you an evaluation, it's providing a comprehensive ecosystem designed for a trader to actually grow and succeed with flexibility and terms that genuinely put the trader first. So is Apex legit? My one word answer is yes. But is it perfect? Not at all. No platform is. If I had to point to one thing, it's that the sheer number of rules and the specifics of the evaluation can kind of feel overwhelming at first glance. There is a learning curve, but honestly, I saw this as a strength, not as a weakness. These rules aren't there to trick you, they're there to build discipline. They force you to become a better, more consistent trader. Once you spend a little time in their help section, which is incredibly detailed, it all clicks into place. Now, let's talk about the part that everyone wants to know, and that's the cost. Is Apex Trader Funding legitimately worth the subscription fee? In my opinion, absolutely. The value that you get for the price, especially compared to the high static fees of competitors, is staggering. It's an investment in your trading career that pays for itself with your first payout. Check the link in the description for their current pricing and any active promo codes that we've secured for you. We keep it updated so that you never miss out on any current promotion. So after having thoroughly tested it, do I think that Apex Trader is legit? My verdict is a resounding yes. It provides a clear, structured path to funded accounts with some of the most trader-friendly rules and profit splits in the industry. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a legitimate platform for serious traders. Check the link in the description to get started with our special discount.